she knows all the great fashion trending in town. When it comes to talent, that's not all. She's very wise and intelligent, knows what she wants, so subscribe.
Hello.
The interview Mohbad wife did with one guy like that. And I will tell you that a lot of things was revealed in that interview. And I will tell you in full confidence that there are a lot of things that these people are not telling us. But if this lady continue to do interview, the truth go to come out slowly. Just like some truths don't come out from this one now. Now let's start. Yeah, I'll play 2 videos.
Okay. Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's my birthday. It is birthday edition. Hello guys. You are welcome. Celebrate with me. It's my birthday. Good Charlie. It's my birthday. Good Charlie. It's my birthday. We got the party now. We got that. Good Charlie. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I'm grateful. I'm happy to be here 365 days around the sun, guys. It's not easy. It's been God's mercy. It's been His favor, His kindness, His faithfulness over my life. And I'm so grateful for that. I can't wait to have this sumptuous, beautiful, yummy cake and some jollof rice. Anyway, you guys, I just want to make sure I had this video done today. I can't let it wait. I'm supposed to be enjoying my cake with the family, enjoying my jollof rice. But however, your birthday queen is here. Let me get this off. See, we are having the birthday. Anyway, you guys, that aside, we have to get to work. So over the weekend, I saw the video of this guy VDM. I'm going to play it. I wanted to play a little bit, and I'm just going to pick out all the holes. These, all the time, VDM has always believed is, when someone believes so much in their intelligence, when they are messing up, they won't even know, even though the people that follows them, like all his fans, I've always said this thing. Yoruba will say anything. No matter what this guy does, they don't even think about it. Like, even if this guy is doing something wrong or something that is not that right, he does a lot of good things. It's more or less like you are overlooking bad things, bad behavior of some people simply because of maybe they are rich or they speak up for something good. If you understand what I'm saying. So anyway, this is the situation. And I mentioned it. Why I'm doing this video is because when I did that video about Mohbad's wife sitting down with Chude Chidonwo on YouTube, sitting down for an interview for the first time over a year, because it clocks a year last year, September, that she became a widow at a very tender age of 23 or 24, I believe. So this lady has never said anything. I always say something. It's better you keep quiet to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. And that is what this lady has done. She became a better person. She even said it, that she has to be the bigger person and not say anything, despite all the interviews that her father-in-law has done. And I was saying that, can you now imagine everything we're hearing obviously is coming from the tent of this lady, because a lot of things she said I've heard before. So like our family, friends, or few people that really look out for her, they are saying it out what is going on. However, VDM decided to turn the case all around, even though any of his fans might not want to believe this. But I'm telling you, that is what actually happened, because he came out and he said all of this. You might have seen it, but I believe Instablog Niger has like a shorter version of it. Let's play it. If it's too long, I'm going to cut it short. But let me just let me play it and listen, because in the first instance he referred to Chude Judonwa. What's this guy's name? Remember Chude? Chude is one of these people that give people that go for interview, he gives them opportunity to speak there. So now I'm going to I'm going to add this. Let me make it big a little for you guys. So that's...
So I just watched the interview Mohbad wife did with one guy like that.
One guy.
And I will tell you that a lot of things was
One guy
revealed
like
in that interview. And I will tell you in full confidence that there are a lot of things that these people are not telling us. But if this lady continue to do interview, the truth going to come out slowly, just like some truths don't come out from this one now. Now let's start. Yeah, I'll play 2 videos from the interview. Let's start with this one.
Do you accept the result of the coroner inquest? I mean, that is another question. That is another oddful question, because I knew that there was a nurse involved in this case. You know,
you knew about the nurse
injection. And since my husband, even the night my husband died, my father-in-law got to the house. You know, the nurse even narrated everything that happened to him. In fact, my husband's manager wanted to get the nurse arrested that night, but he asked us to let her go.
Sorry guys, I paused it because I have listened to this, but why I'm asking you guys to listen is that I have watched the entire interview of Wumi, the one she did with TVC when all the 5 ladies were there, and the one she did with Tope, one of the lady, because she didn't talk about how the husband actually fine, because we heard about how they met, what had happened, people involved, but because there was not enough time for them on that TV then, she had a sit down with Tope separate, because with Jude Jidongwa, she has done all of that, but like I said, Jude only put out 31 minutes. There is 1 hour, 27 minutes or thereabout, but it's only for member of Jude, because if you have a YouTube channel, when you reach some certain amount, like you're monetized, they will ask you to create a membership platform whereby things you don't want to give to the entire audience, you put it in your membership platform, and it's only your paid member that can watch, because it's a paid membership thing. So then I believe she has explained that, but I'm not today's member. So TVC had a sit down with Temitope, TMO Speaks on Instagram, and she actually had this interview done under the umbrella of TVC, and she explained a lot. I'm going to play a few of those clips for you, but what VDM is saying right here is about the nurse. We all knew about the nurse. A nurse was arrested, and he was saying that some things are exposed, but I will tell you, I'm playing it for you so that I can tell you that the way he could pick apart things, there are people as well, somebody like me, that can actually pick apart things than he is doing, and I can actually spot. When I see a fraud, I can spot a fraud. People that are close to me know that I can easily spot something when it's really fraudulent. Anyway, I'm going to play it, and let's watch.
Does not have any business with her. Your father-in-law asked them to let the nurse go. That we should let her go. That he doesn't have any business with her. And he despite the begging that a lot of people begged him not to bury my husband.
Show that they see a lot of things have been reviewed. Now, I wrote a lot of questions to ask. First things first, she said a nurse was involved in the whole thing. Secondly, she said she knew he reacted to an injection. She said it in more than one places, and I'll play the other side. Now, I wrote a lot of questions. Now, she said the nurse narrated what happened, waiting by Mohbad to Mohbad father when Mohbad came in that night. So she established a Mohbad by that night, because there was a part where she said, even the night that my husband by, so 90 nights he by. Then she said when the husband father come, the nurse narrates what happened to Mohbad take by. Now the question is, since he reacted to injection 1, what did the nurse narrate about Mohbad by? What did the nurse tell Mohbad father? That's number 1. And since you were with them throughout,
okay, let me finish it, because I watched the video. I watched what she said happened. If I have to play the entire video, I can keep cutting it from Tope's interview. It was through Tope's interview that she explained everything that happened, how the nurse injected him. how they get the nurse, because his nurse was not available that night. I mean, Mohbad's nurse, it was a different nurse. So all this thing is, VDM is a gaslighter. VDM likes to gaslight. VDM likes to deceive, and VDM likes to manipulate. And I'm gonna let people actually see, because she already answered
before the nurse came. Before the nurse came, since you were with them, what happened there? Unless if you say you are not there. But the way you narrated the story, it's as if you were there. Now, what happened there? That's number two. Now, you said your husband management wanted to arrest the nurse. Why did they want to arrest the nurse?
Because of what happened.
You said that your husband management wanted to arrest the nurse.
Yeah.
That means the nurse don't do something when it leads to the boy pie. So, what did make the one arrest the nurse? What happened that night? I never see tell us.
To be honest.
Now, who are the people in that apartment?
It does.
Since you said the husband management, meaning the management of Mohbad was present in the house when the nurse came and before the nurse came.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So what happened before the nurse came, and why did they want to arrest the nurse? Now, for Mohbad dad, when they narrate what happened to Mohbad to you, according to what she's saying, why did you say that the nurse should be let go? Why you say may they release the nurse, may the nurse they go?
The same reason he said that Naira Marley is teaching his son a lesson. Like, Jenny. Same reason he let the nurse go. Oh, jeez. This guy is a gaslighter.
Why you say may they release the nurse?
Everything he's asking has already been answered in the interview. Did he even take out the time to watch the entire interview? His questions are answered. This is what I notice about this guy. When he has a target, he's just eat on the target. Eat. And before you know it, it convinced his entire audience, kind of manipulate them against this person. And what he doesn't know is that he's subjecting these people to bully. Like, you are subjecting them to bully him. I wish you knew, because people have subjected you to some kind of bullying before. So you knew it. So, wait, let me.
Because for them to say they want to arrest the nurse, it means that the nurse don't do something very bad. Well,
the nurse was arrested. That's the thing with this guy. He's saying trash. The nurse was arrested for so long. The nurse mom came out and was crying that they should beg the police, beg the family to leave her daughter. Her daughter was just doing her job. Her daughter didn't do anything. Why are you asking?
Led to the boy bye. So
I'm going to tell you the reason this guy is doing. The reason I believe. But you need to tell me different, that wasn't the reason, because someone actually made a comment and said that, why is he laughing when he's talking about this Mohbad's wife situation?
Why did you say they should let the nurse go? Now, let's go to the next part. Let's play this side.
So, the fact that the autopsy results came out inconclusive is one thing I don't, it's hard to accept, because I knew so well that my husband actually had an injury from the fight he had with his friend.
Had an injury?
His name is Prime Boy.
Okay. Who was arrested?
And I also knew that he reacted to an injection. Because my husband was fine before the nurse came, although he had an injury. In fact, the day he died, he had a podcast with one girl. What's the girl's name? Susan Pork. Pajok, yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know.
Now,
he has a podcast.
This is where it's going. See the way he's smiling. I'm going to tell you the secret behind that smile. And I'm going to tell you why this guy is actually doing this. Because I think he is carrying water for Naira Marley. Literally like Naira Marley PR. That's the way I'll put it. And he's doing a very good job. Very good job.
See, a lot of questions. She has repeated that he reacted to an injection. But before this, she said he had an injury from a fight with his friend, Prime Boy.
Even bring up
he had an hand injury. Yes, that's number one. Now, she also
sorry about that. Let me get it back on. Sorry about that. I was trying to read a comment so that I can respond to.
He reacted to the injection that the nurse gave him. Again, she now said, my husband was fine before the nurse came.
Thank you so much.
So if your husband was fine, why did they call the nurse to come?
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. We appreciate it, sister. Yeah.
Because person where they hell and natty, they don't go call nurse for him now. Now person where be say it is sick or it get emergency or it need check up, now they call nurse for make on check. She said he was fine before the nurse came. So why did the nurse come if he was truly fine? Now the question is this: is your husband on drugs? Does he do hard drugs?
He said
no. The nurse that administer hard
no.
drugs to Ram. Because if you are saying he reacted to an injection 2 times in that video, you said it that he reacted to an injection. And again, in the other part of the video, you are saying that your husband was fine before the nurse came, although he had an injury from a fight with Prime Boy. So what is the story? Now, there's another part of the video where she said it is Adura that prepared the food that Mohbad ate that night. Although the father-in-law was thinking that it was her. Immediately he heard that it was Adura that cooked the food that Mohbad ate that night. He decided not to talk again because he wanted to pin the whole pine of the guy on top her.
Yeah.
That one is another one again. Do you understand? So it's possible to say the boy chop poison. That's that one another side entirely again. But I decided to stay on this part. That why did the nurse come? And what did they narrate? What did the nurse narrate to Baba Mohbad say happened to Mohbad? And why did the management want to arrest? Why did they wanted to arrest? Abi, which one be the English? Why did they want to arrest the nurse before Baba Mohbad? And why Baba Mohbad will say, may they let the nurse go?
This guy sounds like a broken record.
That's another side. Now, to the person where the interviewer, this does not look like an interview. This looks like a whitewashing. The reason why it looks like a whitewashing is this. You did not ask her about the voice notes that was released when Mohbad accused her of so and so.
Oh God!
You didn't ask her. You literally did.
Anyway, I can't with this guy, to be honest. I can't. Like, I don't know who think this guy is very intelligent, to be honest. I don't know. I know he's smart, like kind of street smart. If not, he won't get to where he is. But he's very manipulative. He is corny. He is kind of narcissistic somehow in a way. But he has, he owned the marketing market. And a lot of people quite like him. But I said it. One thing I will always say, I'm not a pastor. But people will figure him out eventually, because until he does it to someone really close to them or someone they know that they are not this person, maybe he has a record of them saying something, then they will know that this guy is not what they actually see him to be, because I've seen him being picking and choosing who to go after. If somebody is like good in his book, like somebody like a friend like Davido, he's not going to say anything bad. See the way Davido was dragging a police commissioner. He's not going to come out and say anything. But I've seen someone drag police. You remember that guy? What's his name again? Even though I don't support what this guy is saying, he's one of skits maker, dragging police. And he said, no, this guy, what he did is bad. But he never comes out to condemn whatever it is Davido was saying about that Osun State commissioner of police. You can't just pick and choose when to say something, especially when you call yourself activist, come vlogger, come YouTuber, come whatever you want to become is his choice. But every question he was asking has already been answered. Let me see if I can get those video up for you. And you can actually see, because let me
say anything about that.
The entire thing.
You just pick one or two things. Sometimes you go want talk, you go help her talk, call name. She didn't want to call name.
Yeah, why would she? You are irrelevant. You are irrelevant to the case. You are not part of their family. You literally ran PR for Naira Marley. The thing is this girl might be guilty. She might not. But what you did is that you literally said she's guilty. For me, I keep saying it. whoever, everyone that is guilty, let them face, you know, everything that comes to them, punishable under the law. Let them face it. I don't care whether it's the wife. And I'm one of these people that I will always say, see, if something happened to someone close, the people you look at first is the people around them. That is how he started. And I even said, yeah, he's actually making sense. It's true. If you watch a lot of crime dramas, if you watch, what's this program in America? I always watch it. Fatal Attraction. A lot of, like, 85-90% of the time is the spouse, the partner, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the whoever that planned the, you know, for their partner. So when he mentioned it, I'm thinking, okay, he's going somewhere with it. You know, you still need to be saying allegedly. Unfortunately, he just said, yeah, because this is what happened, coming from the stories that the bloggers were talking about, coming from the stories that the Baba, if you call yourself that intelligent, you should sit down and think about it. Okay, what does this girl stand to gain if truly she did this? Oh, they said, oh, it's because they were fighting. Yeah, I'm going to tell you so many narratives out there about this lady. And she even said it. She's the most bullied widow. And I'm not going to say it's a lie. Yeah, it's true. Even her 1-year-old son was bullied. I've seen this guy fans commenting that Mohbad's son, Liam, should die. His fans. Not him. His fans. Like, people live in, like, they act like a sheep. That whenever they say, bah, they go, bah. When this guy, they go, bah. That is the way his fans behave. They were bullying a 1-year-old child simply because you said, oh, it's the DNA. The girl doesn't want to do DNA. Who are you to ask for a DNA? You are not part of their family. Even Papa doesn't have the right to ask for DNA. The only reason Papa will ask for DNA is if the son already told him that I'm doubting this, and they can, you know, they can show the evidence and prove that, yes, this girl can accept that, yes, I cheated, so the boy might not be for my husband. But she said she never cheated. She was in different other relationship before they get serious. But as soon as they get serious, she was only with Mohbad. They've been dating since she was like 13 years. But everyone was doing their own thing until she clocked 17 and they got serious. And since then, she said she never stepped out. But this guy is basing everything on one party told you this. So the reason this guy is doing this, like I said, is because of Naira Marley, and I'm going to tell you why. Because what he's saying now is that this guy is talking about the nurse. What did the nurse said? She already said what the nurse said. That's why I said I'm going to look for that video where the nurse was talking about.
To call those names. You were the one that called the name for her. So it's obvious that it's you are trying to whitewash and clean the girl up.
Thank you so much.
No! To sum it all up,
thank you.
did you notice that Naira Marley's name wasn't in the bracket of what happened to the boy on that night? She said some things about the bully boy. She didn't call the name. The person with the interview and I didn't call name. But on that night, Naira Marley's name was never mentioned. So why did they bring Naira Marley's name into the whole in question?
Did you hear where I'm going? He is the PR for Naira Marley, and what pissed him off that make him do the DNA issue is because of Naira Marley. And someone already said it. I'm waiting. I will come back and make a video if this guy eventually attacked Tuesday. Tuesday, Judonwa is the one that interviewed the lady. And now he interviewed another guy. The guy was signed to Naira Marley record label. And the guy said he never get paid anything. I forgot the name of this artist. This interview was, all over the place yesterday night, I believe. And someone already commented that, VDM is looking for a secret about Tuesday so that he can attack Tuesday. I'm happy that some other people were thinking as well. Some other people were thinking because you literally run PR for Naira Marley and we can see it no matter how much you try to hide it. It's showing. See the happiness in his face, even though someone died, even though Naira Marley and Sammy Larry bullied this guy to the extent that he was scared to go to a hospital. And that is what the wife said. And I will tell you the reason the wife is hung up on the nurse as well.
That's another thing. Now, let me tell you something. In conclusion, In conclusion, I feel like Mohbad wife is 70% innocent,
See?
but not entirely innocent.
He already said that she's guilty. She's the one that buying her husband. She needs to come out and tell everyone how she buying her husband. Reason she buying. Now she's 70% innocent.
I feel like what happened to Mohbad has nothing to do with
Whatever.
a lot of things that these people put online. I feel like somebody jumped into this whole thing earlier in the beginning and manipulated this girl to say a lot of things that she was not supposed to say. They confused her maybe. From this interview, I stopped the vibe I had before this interview changed. Now I'm seeing the girl in a better light, a little bit of a better light. But
Why?
the
Because
truth
you
is still not
already
out
jumped
yet.
into conclusion. He jumped into conclusion simply because of Naira Marley. He jumped into conclusion that this guy is guilty. You can hear it, even though he will say, "Oh, that wasn't what I said." That was what you're saying now. That you are seeing her in another light. You never met her. You don't know her. You don't know anything about her. Than hearsay. I've heard so many hearsay. In fact, someone sent me something that I was like, "Oh my God, why did this girl attack these people?" You know, they kind of weave this web of lies, this web, for you to now see it a different way. I'm going to see it from everything I've heard, even though it was Baba that has been speaking. But I have my reservation. I believe Baba is like, I will never, ever, ever in my life pray for that kind of father. Everybody can say, "Hey, you too, pray for a wife like Mohbad's wife." What did she do? She's talking about the fight they had. Who doesn't fight? Have you seen some people fight with their husband? Have you seen the things they say to each other? Have you seen how, like, some people just go ahead and say so many nasty stuff to each other? The next minute, they are doing giggling and all that. Even though Mohbad is one of these people that will be like, "Oh, this person is the one trying to kill me. This person is..." Where is the proof and evidence that the wife has done anything that shows her to be the one that has done this? Whereas there's a lot of evidence that, but Naira Marley is bullying Mohbad on behalf of Naira Marley. And Naira Marley was there one of these days. He was in Naira Marley's house and he was being beaten. And he keeps saying that that's Naira Marley standing over there and these people are like beating me and all that. They beat him up. He was bloodied that day. And Naira Marley was there. And you're telling us to overlook that, to absolve him of every wrongdoing. One thing this VDM doesn't know is that because this lady shouted Naira Marley doesn't mean that it was Naira Marley. And she explained that in an interview. What she said is that because of the way Naira Marley has bullied this guy so much that even he doesn't know how Naira Marley always know wherever he is, and Sam Larry will just show up. Definitely there's somebody in his team leaking everywhere he's going to Naira Marley. So this guy was so scared to the extent that I think one hospital like that, they gave him something. So since then, he was scared to even check himself into a hospital. So he decided to have a nurse that he trusted. But unfortunately for him, the day he got stabbed, the way she explained that the cut wasn't even that much, that he hit his hand on something, on a glass or something. And it was with that prime boy who was arrested as well. The first time I heard about this prime boy, he was talking to a Sam Larry, and Sam Larry was saying, "What's he getting? What's he getting?" I still hope this lover have that video, that audio, whereby Sam Larry was talking to Prime Boy, and Prime Boy was saying that what's he seeing, and Sam Larry said, "No evidence, no evidence. What's he getting? What's he could done?" Something like that. So then you are saying that Naira Marley did not close. Naira Marley, there is no time Naira Marley even touching, but Naira Marley is sending these people. And his parents were begging Naira Marley just for Naira Marley to release this guy, and he refused. If you have your own talent, why are you so hung up on one talent? Naira Marley is acting like all these record label, behaving like a cabal, holding talents down simply because your own is not moving. I don't get it, to be honest. And this guy is running interference for him, simply accusing this girl, saying that, oh, she sleeps around. Yeah, he's not the husband that owns the son. The girl said that even Baba knew 101% that that's his grandchild. And what caused this is the moment the property issue comes in. Baba wants the land bought for her by his son. The land bought for his own son, Liam. Baba wants everything to be under his care, to be able to control everything. But I'm not surprised. It's in Africa. This is what some of these people do. This is what they do. They believe that if the husband is gone, then everything belongs to them. They don't care who is right there with him, who is holding his hand. The night he couldn't sleep, the night things are falling apart, the night things are not going right, who is right there with him? They don't care. All they see is that property, all they see is meal tickets. And that's what they care about. So this guy now, you're saying, oh, 70% now, you believe the girl. You believe that somebody is using her. Who is using her? And the nurse issue that he keeps shouting. You said the nurse twice. Yes, I'm going to play that audio now.
I feel like the girl is being manipulated by someone. That's my own opinion. Or by some people.
Who people?
To use Naira Marley to clean this, because they just literally exposed everything now.
They exposed everything. Naira Marley contributed to his death. That's what this guy doesn't know. He contributed to his demise. This guy has high blood pressure at 27. Who has high blood pressure when the world problem is not on their shoulder? I don't even think his own father, Baba Mohbad, has high blood pressure. This guy has issue simply because of everything he was going through. Mentally, he wasn't stable. It might not be a drug addict. It might be simply because of the way Naira Marley introduced him to this, allegedly. So why are you now saying absolving Naira Marley of every wrongdoing? You can't absolve him of that. If someone is scared for their life to the extent that they would rather die in their house than go to the hospital, simply because they are scared that Sam Larry might come there again to attack them. This guy lives within an enemy. He lives, when someone is living within enemies. Because this is the reason this lady is shouting. I'm going to play for you whereby this lady said, let me see, I'm going to play, I'm coming. Let me play few of the excerpts. You might not have seen this interview. I know you've seen a few of our interview from the Tuesday one, but the excerpt of
all this whole thing, like it was my right hand. That was his right hand.
Were you legally married?
Yes, we had traditional marriage.
Okay, traditional marriage.
Yes.
Okay.
We're not legal. It was just
Traditional. That's good enough. Yeah, wife to the
Of course
family.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at first when this DNA narrative came out, I told you like I said before, I called him, but wasn't talking about it. It was talking about something else entirely. And it was, I saw him going to an interview talking about the DNA. And I was like, at first he said because the Nigerians wanted hits.
Okay.
Later he moved to saying my husband's friend told him that he only had sex with me once. Like, why would I tell him that I'm pregnant? That one sex can never lead to pregnancy and all of that. Meanwhile, this same person that he said told him these things did not follow us back home.
Away.
That was the person that fought with him at the show. So how come this same person
is the one
insisting? I told him because this same person did not go to the house with him.
That's the one that comes up with Mohbad as a son in Canada. How someone Mohbad just went to Canada one time, and he is saying that I believe he comes from this prime boy, and I believe that prime boy is allegedly working with Naira Marley's team, because everywhere Mohbad went to, like, Sam Larry knew he is always there. So somebody in Naira Marley's team, and I think the way this guy is talking, she didn't trust a lot of people around him as well. And that's why I said I'll play that part whereby she spoke about let me see, let me check for that. Whereby she spoke about the nurse. She was talking about okay, this is the nurse part, but I think she explained even more better in one
To you, what would you like
they should pay for everything. The scalar, the people that bullied, everything, they should pay for it. Like, that is the only thing that can
see, she mentioned the people that bullied him, and that is what VDM don't want. VDM don't want bullied parts in all of this, but she knew the bullying led to, something always led to something. It's not, it's more or less like somebody that said, oh, because my wife did not prepare this, I hacked him. Even though it's not what, the punishment, it cannot measure up to what you did at the end of the day. But with this, she knew why she keeps saying that, yeah, the people that bullied.
Give me closure right now.
What do you mean by pay?
Yes, like they should, like legally, bullying is not, is a criminal offense in a legal way.
He is, and this guy actually petitioned the government. He petitioned the police to look into his bullying because this thing is affecting his life. He's scared for his life. He couldn't go for a lot of things. He couldn't, he couldn't go for a lot of things. And then you're saying that Naira Marley did nothing simply because he wasn't there when he crying, but he was
people fighting back to back.
It was a loving relationship.
Okay.
And myself and my husband have never had a physical fights. No, like we're young couples. So you cannot, no marriage is perfect and no relationship is perfect. And you will not learn, I'm actually dating an artist. So it is a lot. But we normally we used to disagree to agree. And most times, whenever he does something to me, as my father-in-law is actually my friend, so I always call him. So I think those are the things he's actually using against me now. So whenever he does something to me, I will just call, hey, Daddy, your son has done this and that. My father-in-law will call all the way from Ikorodu to beg me.
So that's a really good relationship.
So that's really surprising for the father-in-law. What causes this rift is the property. She said it like the moment it started when the Baba wants the placenta of the son of their son Liam, and Mohbad said he didn't trust his dad. He's not giving that. Wumi should not allow it. And Baba went to Wumi, said, my husband said this. So Baba was angry because obviously they are good friends. So he expects Wumi to trust him, even though his own son is not trusting him. And she did what the husband said. She did what Mohbad said, and she didn't give the placenta. Since then, Baba had the reservation, but then Baba overlooked that. But ever since she brings the mom close, the Baba doesn't like it because Baba believes that the mom is going to poison their mind and they won't do whatever it is they are doing for Baba. But the way this girl is sounding, I don't know if she has a dad, but obviously she really loves Baba Mohbad.
I think I got to know that 2 weeks after the fasting and this thing.
So that is when she was talking about the story that Baba had a dream or something, and Baba really wanted her to, Baba wants her to be pregnant for her son. Baba really want that child. Maybe Baba knew something nobody knew. You understand? Baba might have knew that the son is not going to stay longer. He might not know the reason for. So this is everything this guy is talking about his injury and all that. So
started from the show, the last show that he went to Ikorodu, and after his performance.
So did you see this interview is different from the one with all the ladies of the view? This is with Tokwe because they want to really get to the nitty-gritty of it, how it buying and all of that. So they add this just
wanted to go. I think we got to the show around 7 p.m. and he performed around 9 to 10 p.m. So after his performance, we just tried to go because he was tired, and so many of his fans were trying to round him and all of that. So he wanted to leave, and he called his friend Prime Boy. Told his friend, because we went with 2 prados. One, myself, my husband, his friend Prime Boy, his friend Spending, and his cousin Darisha were in one prado, while the rest of the people were in the second prado. So he told Prime Boy to please call his younger brother Adura, so Adura can talk to the bouncer so that they can clear the way for us so we can leave. And Prime Boy went and he came back with a harsh tone of voice. He was telling my husband that Adura was rude to him, Adura disrespected him, was talking to Adura, and Adura acted as if he didn't hear. So
did you hear what she said? Because a lot of times we watch interviews, she said Adura was rude to him, Adura was suspecting him of what?
I was even trying to calm the situation. He told him that he should just calm down. He'll get it sorted when we get to the house. Prime Boy was not having it. He was just like screaming, being disrespectful to him, and the argument later turned to fight. Wow. Yeah, so within that short period of fight, my husband suffered an injury. Like while he was trying to punch fine board, so the punch, like he mistakenly punched the bridal glass. Ooh. Yeah, so he suffered an injury as his handling, and so now I went back to the house. Okay, fine boy did not follow us to go to the house with us because they already had the fight.
Did you hear when I told you that Prime Boy eventually told that guy, because Prime Boy went to the house by himself to get his bag, but Mohbad did not allow him to enter? What caused the fight? Why does Prime Boy think Adura, Mohbad's brother, is suspecting him? Why did they get to the stage of fighting physical? Like, that's your friend. But the problem is that Prime Boy was left behind. I felt for him. Him and Mohbad were like a duo in this music thing. If you see their old videos, they rap together, they sing together, they do all sorts of things together. But when they audition, or when they get the signage contract, Mohbad alone was signed. Now Prime Boy was not signed. The story allegedly I heard was that after Mohbad was saying that he wants to leave the record label, Prime Boy was thinking, you have opportunity, you are wasting that opportunity. Prime Boy allegedly decided to work with Naira Marley because they promised to sign him as well. That might not be true. These are the story coming from different angles. You might have heard it. He might have been drowned down with all the accusation over this girl. And let me.
My brother-in-law Adura and his cousin like chased him away, and on our way to the house, everybody suggested he go to the nearest hospital to treat himself, but he said no, because he has fear for hospital, like he's paranoid. Like, ever since the NDLA attack and the issue he had with his like he has been paranoid, and
So did you hear what I'm saying now? Like, somebody is paranoid to the extent that he doesn't trust doctor. He believes that Naira Marley is so powerful that everywhere there is, like, his tentacles is everywhere. So he's always scared to even go to a hospital. And with this explanation, you will hear the entire thing, and you will hear how paranoid this lady as well has become, simply because of what happened to her husband.
So he said he was not going. Like, people are even trying to convince him, like, you need to treat yourself, and like you might have sustained injury, like inner injury. But he said I was not going, that he will be fine. It's just a minor cut, and when he gets to the house, we'll call the nurse, like the nurse will come to the house to treat him. I think we got to the house around 2 a.m. on Monday morning. And immediately we got to the house, I went upstairs to pick up my baby. I have a 5-month-old baby. And normally I actually went to the show with him because I had a plan with my mother-in-law to go to the market the Monday to stock a shop. Because I was one of the mothers, so I was not supposed to go to the show with him. But I followed him because of the plan I had with my mama next day. So, but because of the fact we all had to come back to the house. So, and immediately we got to the house, I went upstairs to change to dress my baby up, and he was downstairs with his friends, his brothers, his workers, and we all just. I think around 6 a.m. in the morning, he came inside, and he apologized to me for doing that at the show because I was not happy with what he did, because we have a 5-month-old baby with us. Like, what if? So he came inside, he apologized to me, we smiled, and
that was the following.
He showed me that I told him to go to the hospital.
That was the following morning of that show.
I said, okay, no problem. So it was okay all through that time. It was fine. It was just a minor cut, like a minor cut. So it was not deep. So meanwhile, before then, his brother, his cousin Darushan, his DJ Bami, already went to the pharmacy to get a Panadol, a rub, and spirits to clean the wounded, the injury. So I asked for it. So he showed me the drugs and everything. So I had to clean the injured parts and massage with a rub.
Sorry guys, I'm letting you watch all through this so that you can actually know that this girl already explained what happened. So I don't know what question VDM is asking, and I know everything he's asking is simply because he is trying to absolve Naira Marley of any wrongdoing. And I will stand on that until he tell me different and show me different. That is when I'll believe that wasn't what he was trying to do. Because this lady mentioned what he did, she refused to dignify him by mentioning his name. But she mentioned Naira Marley boldly that she wants justice for the bullying of her husband because that led to his paranoia. So
we slept then on Monday morning, and I think I woke up early because of my baby. Now we told that to cater for. So when I woke up, I noticed that his hands is swollen. So I had to wake him up and tell him that, bro, we need to go to the hospital. But he said the nurse is coming. So when I called Bami to ask, Bami said the nurse is out. And
some idiots were even saying that why can't this girl force her husband to go to hospital? Seriously.
Not has traveled to meet our parents. And okay, so he went downstairs and his friends were still there spending Bami and other people were in the house. So he showed them the injury and he said he needs a nurse. So I think it started from the show, the last show that he went to Ikorodu. And after his performance, he wanted to go home. I think we got to the show around 7 p.m. and he performed around 9 to 10 p.m. So after his performance, he just tried to go because he was tired. And so many of his fans were trying to round him and all of that. So he wanted to leave and
okay, so
he called his friend Prime Boy.
Sorry, I got carried away. It's repeating itself. Let me go to another video. So have you heard? That's the explanation of what happened to the husband after she saw the hand. That was when they tried to call the nurse, but his nurse wasn't around. He has a personal nurse that he trusted that much, but unfortunately the nurse was not around. That is when his friend, I think Damola or something, Darosha is the cousin, Damola or something, said, oh, I have a nurse. And when he was calling the nurse wasn't around until later in the evening when the nurse was around. And when the nurse came, I'll see if I have that video. If not, I will explain what the nurse did, because this guy is acting as if the lady has not explained like what the nurse did. Okay, yeah, this is the part what the nurse did, because he's asking that question. So what now happened? What happened? Why are you saying they should arrest the nurse? And this is the reason this lady is saying that she said a lot. She tried not to implicate the nurse, but at the same time, she asked questions. She asked some questions that needs answer, but I think she's not satisfied with the answer she's getting. And I think that is coming from her paranoia as well, because she became paranoid the same way her husband is paranoid.
When the husband, I was already in the kitchen trying to cook for the family, because we had the plan on celebrating Liam, because he has been celebrating for his first month. Do you understand? What it's like celebrating Liam? So I was in the kitchen when the nurse came. And when the nurse came, she went upstairs to meet my husband. I also went. Yeah. So we wanted to take the medication in Liam's room, but Liam's room is very small. So we had to go to our own personal room, myself and my husband's room. And the nurse examined the wounded parts. And I told her that our husband is an ulcer patient. She should be careful with whatever he wants to administer on his body. She was even happy. Like, she was even thanking me that thank God I informed her. And she said, so I was asking her what kind of injection do you want to give him? I asked her and he said tetanus, and I've forgotten the rest. No, I'm not in medical line. So he gave the nurse administered one injection. The second one, I think first. I think it was the third one that got on his body. Oh, yes, it was the third injection. But I was not really at the same, because I was cooking before. So I had to go to the kitchen to put all the food I was cooking. I went upstairs. So I think it was around yes, the nurse was about to give him the third injection.
I think I need to give you. Okay, so this lady was talking about she's cooking, and that was when the nurse was around. Don't forget that it was the morning after, like when they woke up. After that's the second day, I believe, because the first day when they got back, it was late in the night on Monday when they got back from that event in Ikorodu. So the husband apologized and they went to bed. And when she woke up to look after her baby, she realized that the hand are swollen, and that is when they believe that they need the nurse. So obviously, when she mentioned in 2 days interview that the Baba called Mama, But unfortunately for Baba, she was with Baba and she asked Mama to record Baba, not knowing what they are going to talk about, because then they started trying to get evidence against the way Baba is going out. That's why I said these people will have a lot. They just decided not to bring it out. So then that was when Baba was discussing that you did not tell me that it was Adura that cooked the food he ate a night before, because he's planning on putting everything on Wumi. Everything I see is that Baba is just trying to get rid of this girl. You know, he wished that Liam doesn't exist, this lady doesn't exist, so that he can be the sole owner or controller of Mohbad's property. And Iyabo also said the same, that when he called Baba to ask, like, what did this girl do to you? What did you hear that make you hate this girl? The thing Baba was saying is about property. So that's why I said, see, it's like some of us are, we don't just take side. I'm not even going to take this Wumi side, because if she's the culprit, if she knows anything, I want her punished, because the guy cannot just go like that, to be honest.
I entered. So immediately I entered, it was like, he was telling the nurse to remove it. I was feeling somehow. He told the nurse to remove it. I want to pee and I want to vomit. So I held his hand to the restroom. He vomited. He peed. On our way coming back from the restroom, he just fell down. He started saying his heart is hurting him. I need water. So I had to call on Adura, by me, like the other people that they should come. So he told Adura to get him water. I want to buy Adura.
See, that's the thing. What if what this guy, the nurse, gave to him is something that raises his high blood pressure? let me tell you a story. This thing has happened to me before. I was supposed to have this minor procedure, and I said, okay, I want anesthetics, not major procedure. It's just minor procedure. I forgot. So my doctor, this thing was in Nigeria. So then my doctor doesn't even have his hospital. He always used one clinic like that. So that's why I remember this situation, because this lady was just a nurse. So this nurse in the hospital, my doctor was used that he always used for surgery then. It's my doctor that will do it. He just uses their nurses and all of that, and he used their OR, the operating room. So then I was in the operating room. My doctor is there. The doctor is trying to prepare everything. So, and he said, oh, before I start anything, I always pray that, sis, can we pray? Because he's like a family doctor close to us. So we prayed, and after praying, I was just saying blood of Jesus. He said, no, it's not something hard. It's just a minor, but it's painful. So let's just do the injection and everything. So before you know it, hey, this nurse, they have the injection in case your heart is not starting again. There's this injection like IV. They put it in the bloodstream, and this thing will kickstart your heart in case not necessarily you need it. That is how this weary nurse put that one in my system. As soon as this thing is getting on, exactly the feeling she was describing, I started palpitating. Hello, I can't breathe. Dr. Ma, Jesus. Before you know it, like my spirit is leaving my body. I don't know. It just like, thank God my doctor was in her preparing, was still watching, trying to wear stuff. As soon as I started hearing, I'm like passing out, but I started hearing, oh, this is not the one. This is the one to start the heart in case the... See, thank God the doctor was there. Maybe me too, Nigeria would have happened to me from quack nurse. That is how this nurse was like, my doctor was so angry. Like, what is this? Why will you just give someone? I said, give this anesthetic. You are giving them. Thank God for my doctor that day. I imagine maybe this is the kind of injection this lady injected Mohbad with. I knew from the start, like, I don't believe in all these. Yeah, it's not that I don't believe black magic. They say, oh, Prime Boy hit him with something. But I'm thinking, as soon as everything is going on, I'm thinking, oh, the bullying, for him not to want to go to hospital, a nurse involved, injection, he reacted. I thought to myself, I think it was the injection. Maybe he met something, or maybe the nurse gave him the wrong injection, and I think that is
what in water. So Adura got him water. We poured the water on him, but he was still not feeling comfortable. He said he needs an AC, he needs fan. Like he's hurting inside his heart. He's hurting him.
Even heat inside.
Yes, like he needs water. Like he needs us to pour him water. Next, he started having his body started having reactions. Like was vomiting. So we had to carry him to Liam's room because Liam's room had AC. So he said he's still not feeling comfortable. So I knew that there is something had to be done. So I ran to our neighbors because his car was faulty. Like his personal mechanic was working on his car. So I went to the mechanic.
There is one part I want you guys to hear. Hopefully she mentioned it. If not, there is one more video before I end this live.
He has not even gone anywhere with the car. We cannot carry the car to the hospital. So I had to run to the next neighbor to please help us. And the neighbor accepted, and he followed up me upstairs to carry my husband. And I had to call on different people to just help me to carry him. So, okay, immediately such a test, that thing happened. The nurse ran to the nearest pharmacy. The nurse and Amy, they ran to the nearest pharmacy to get something to calm the reaction. But so, okay, so on our way going to the hospital, we saw Bami and the nurse. So we had to take them along. So, and you know, we stay around Ochi in Lekki. So like on our way going, there was much traffic. The traffic was really much. So we had to just come down from the car and carry him on a bike to the hospital. So we got to the hospital, and the nurse, the doctor, my brother-in-law, and Bami went to the ward. They didn't allow me to go because of the way I was doing. So when we got to the hospital, you know, the doctor tried to examine me, and I think like 15 minutes later, just the doctor broke the news that he's dead. The nurse came out around 2 p.m. But when the nurse came, I was already in the kitchen trying to cook for the family, you know, because we had the plan on celebrating Liam because he has been celebrating for his first.
So that's that. I think there is one more video that I want to play for you guys before I just round up. I just want to celebrate my birthday doing Beke Janton. I'm supposed to be having dinner with the kids now, with the family, but I really need to finish up now. Let me show you one more last video. I don't know why I just feel like doing this video today. Maybe I'm supposed to leave it. Okay, this is Yomi Fabi part. This is where she speaks about Yomi Fabi. I'm looking for that. That's the nurse part. Yeah, I think the Yomi Fabi part.
I don't even know him. I didn't even know him to be an artist. So
this is Yomi Fabi.
But the funniest thing, I saw that live video. I tried to check his handle on my Instagram. I noticed that he has blocked me. So I got realized that this is actually coming with a like his own personal issue because I don't know him. I didn't do anything. So for him to have even blocked me shows that.
Anyway, you guys, see, if you want to see the entire video, he's actually on YouTube. He is on YouTube. Let me pause it. I can, yeah. So he's on YouTube. So this lady sat down with Temitope Speaks. I like that she did that because when I watched the whole thing, I'm like, why are they not asking her what happened to the husband? What happened in that house that no one sees? Number one thing I would say is that she wasn't the only one in the house when all of this thing happened. The nurse was there. His own brother Adura was there. His cousin Darusha was there. His team was entirely there when this thing happened. And this lady, the part was not shown here. The question VDM is asking, saying that the nurse, what happened with the nurse? What did the nurse explain? This is everything the nurse would have explained. The only part the nurse wouldn't say is that maybe she made a mistake with the injection she gave Mohbad. But this lady mentioned something towards the end, and that's where I'm going to end this video. And also ask VDM question. Was he paid by Naira Marley to do PR, to divert the attention of people from Samilari, Naira Marley, bullying this guy to the extent of paranoia? Like, can you explain to us why you carry water for Naira Marley? Like, explain the reason why everything, whenever they are talking about it, all you care about, because now that this lady is not saying that, oh, it's Naira Marley, or one thing he needs to understand is that someone just lost their husband. They will say anything. Some people curse God. Some people curse God out. Like, God, you are no God. You are not this. They curse people out. They say things. But in that moment that this lady was mentioning Naira Marley, I think it's due to the paranoia the husband developed. And she also developed that as well. And why I say she developed the same paranoia is that even though it was the husband's friend called Damola that called this new nurse, they don't know this new nurse. You understand what I'm saying? And this lady towards the end, she said that, yeah, she just believed that the nurse should be questioned properly as well, because she doesn't know whether someone sent the nurse, whether what she's literally asking is that, has Naira Marley reached the nurse? Is Damola even working with these people? Because this same Damola, I believe, was the one that messaged Yomi Fabi about the video. And this video was actually between Wumi and one of her friends, because she said she used to be a rapper. She said this guy was Somo. So they kind of cut out where the guy was and used where Wumi was shouting. And all this one that normally Mohbad is saying, if I die, it's you that kill me. So many husbands have said that to their wives. So many wives have said that to their husband when they are fighting. Even some that the husband will beat. And you say that you want to die near, yeah. They will say, it's my husband. So this thing, I'm not really falling for it. I'm not somebody that fall easily. That is why I don't have favorites. If I like you, yes, I can like you. It doesn't mean I will say you doing wrong thing and I will not tell you. I will tell you. Hate me if you want to hate me. That's why I don't have friends. Like me if you want to like me. I don't care who like me. I don't care who hates me. As far as God doesn't hate me, then I'm fine. So now this guy is saying that maybe she's believing that maybe Damola is the one giving Naira Marley information. Allegedly, it could be. Maybe the nurse that he even sent to the house was asked to inject him. Am I saying something? But she doesn't want to say it. Maybe she should have said it that way and said that allegedly, but she said that because she doesn't understand. Maybe she knows somebody. Who is she referring to? Of course, I believe that's what she's referring to. She said a lot without saying much. So anyway, you guys, I hope VDM can just go and sit down, watch the entire video. You don't even pay for membership with Today. Because like I'm telling you, I'm waiting for VDM to attack Today. Because he said, one guy like that, you know Today. Everybody know Today. Even if you don't know Today. We've seen so many people. That is where they took their story. Now that another guy has gone to Today, I hope somebody has gone to Today now. I hope this guy will not come and be saying that, oh, Today has done this, step with this. So that is why, when you are doing some certain things, make sure you are clean as a whistle. Because if you are not, somebody like this guy, this VDM, somebody like VDM will bring your life out. Like after yes, people all because he is trying to protect somebody else. So now, because with the messaging war and easy, he was supporting it. He just support. He takes one side of argument and just support. And he said that the interview is not an interview. That more or less like because Today allow Wumi to speak. She's not on debate. They are not debating. They are having an interview, for God's sake. In an interview, you are supposed to allow the person to speak. I believe if he has something on Today, you would have heard that. He would have mentioned that. But I believe he's looking for something, especially since another person comes out and said that Naira Marley did this, Naira Marley did that. I believe allegedly like two-faced, we should put it allegedly. So I believe allegedly VDM is trying to absolve Naira Marley of wrongdoing in Mohbad situation, and he is trying to do a PR, clean up his image. But I know he could be able to do it, but not now. It's going to take a while. So anyway, you guys, thanks for hanging out on my birthday. Thanks for staying with me. I really appreciate you guys. So you can see, I like to talk a lot, especially when I'm saying things and I'm like, why is everybody not saying it? Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. If you have any story to share with me, you can see my handle scrolling. I'm still trying to have more presence on social media, you guys. I promised my brother that we open TikTok so that I can be pushing my video from there. God help me, I'll try and do it tonight. So if you have any story to share with me, you can see my Instagram handle. It's the same name as my YouTube, Debbie Fashsal. So TikTok, now I know a lot of people are on TikTok, so I will go on TikTok as well. I'll try and go on TikTok as well so that you guys can reach out to me, hopefully, because a lot of people are on TikTok. I was one of the people that first started TikTok in 2020. I had it and I deleted it. You know, I went into the rabbit hole of conspiracy theory and all of that, political whatever. But now I don't really want to do it. I still know a lot about that, but I'm not interested in doing that. It kind of affect your life in a way. So anyway, you guys, if you have a story, because sometimes I don't even have the strength because of my health, but thank God things are looking good. Things are looking better, and I hope it continues to be better. Please, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, you know, thumbs it up. Sometimes when you thumbs up the video, even if you don't want to stay and watch, thumbs it up because other people can see it, and more so it's going to help me with YouTube. YouTube can promote my video. I was demonetized, you know, I was sick for a while. I couldn't push out, I couldn't record any video, so YouTube demonetized me. So they hardly push out my video. They are not going to make anything from me. So I still need more view hours to be able to get monetized again. So if you have friends that, you know, common sense, even though it's very common, a lot of people don't have it. A lot of people, social media has turned the common sense into something else. So please, 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 we speak common sense here, and I'm here to learn as well. The way I'm trying to give you my own knowledge, I'm here to learn from you guys. So please, if you have anything you want me to speak about, we can just have the communication back and forth with each other. And please, like I said, give it a thumbs up. I like having this conversation on my birthday, even though that is not what I would like to do today, but I enjoy coming out and doing it. And I thank you guys so much for stopping by. And on your way out, please don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. It's going to help my channel a lot. And share it with your loved ones. I know it's hard, you might not want to, but please share it. You might be surprised people looking to watch a long video. Some of us like watching long video, you know. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.
And get that gist.